Hi there, food friends. It's Kevin.
And Marianne behind the camera.
And welcome to Cavalcade of Food. And sister girl, today it's as easy as pie because that's what we're making. We are making a pumpkin pecan pie or pecan pie. Depends where you live. You say pecan or pecan, but you understand. We're talking the same language. So I want to thank our friend Hans who posted this recipe, and he tried it and he thought it was pretty good. And we love pumpkin, don't we, Mary?
Yes.
Here at the Cavalcade. And it is pumpkin time. It is holiday time. And I often think of Thanksgiving and Christmas and the holiday season as a time for pumpkin pie. Pecan pie is not as popular up here in the north, certainly as it is in the south. And Hans found this recipe in the pages of a cookbook, an old cookbook he came across. And it looked, Marianne, like it was printed on a package. So this recipe may have been on, who knows, the label of corn syrup or a bag of pecans or something, or sugar, who knows where it was. But anyways, I also liked it because this is a one bowl kind of mix. So we have got all of our ingredients together. The recipe is in the description below the video. You'll find the recipe. The wonderful Westinghouse is warmed up to 350 degrees in the oven, and we will start putting it all together. Here we go. So we've got a nice big bowl here, Mare. And you can see I got 4 eggs, right?
Right.
We're going to beat these eggs and kind of get them all broken up. And you don't have to beat them into a foamy thing, but just get them good and beaten up here. So we start with 4 eggs. And Mare, when we're baking and we're using eggs, what do we know?
You have to take them out so they'll get up to room temperature.
Correct. We always want room temperature eggs. Okay. Now, we need a can of pumpkin. Okay? This is a standard 15-ounce can. We're going to put that in. Yeah. Boy, there's just pumpkin everything right now, isn't there?
Yes.
But it's that time of year, and we love it. Pumpkin is such a wonderful fall tradition. All squash we like. All right, I'm trying to get it all out of this can here. I think that's all of it. Okay, so we've got eggs, pumpkin. Mare, we need a cup of sugar. Okay?
Okay.
Then we need a half a cup of dark brown corn syrup. Okay? There's light corn syrup and there's dark corn syrup. You want to use the dark here. Then we are going to put in a teaspoon of vanilla. That's a healthy teaspoon. We are going to put in a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And we like cinnamon, so I'm going to put in sort of a husky teaspoon. How's that, Mare?
Good.
Okay. And then we need a little bit of salt, quarter teaspoon of salt. Okay. Now, I'm going to just sort of stir this around. And we want to get this all mixed. You do not really need an electric mixer for this recipe. I think this is easy. That's another thing I like about it. This is certainly easy enough to do by hand. Sometimes it's just easier to use your finger. My hands are clean. Okay. All right. So there's our base. Now I'm going to grab a 9-inch pie shell, and then we'll come back and we'll put it in. I know you said this is a pumpkin pecan pie, and you don't see the pecans yet, do you?
No.
You will. All right. We'll be right back. So I wasn't sure whether to use a standard 9-inch pie dish or a deep dish. The recipe did not say, and it does have 4 eggs in it, so you know what that means, Mare. It might puff up, right?
Right.
I didn't want any overflows in the oven. So I'm going to use this deep dish. It may not have been necessary, but we're going to see. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here. Always better to play it safe. And I don't know, Hans, I know you'll watch this, so I don't know if you used a deep dish or just a standard 9-inch pie dish, pie plate. Okay, so we've got this in. Now I've got the 1 cup of chopped pecans, Mare, and we are going to just put these on the top. Okay. All right. All right, Mare. Again, 350 degrees. It's going to go in, about 50 minutes. Okay, and we'll check it. Well, honey, I checked it at 50 minutes. It wasn't quite set, but it's been an hour now, and it is, so I'm going to take it out. And, of course, to test a pumpkin pie, what I do is I take a thin knife, like a paring knife, and I put it in the center. If it comes out clean, we're good. If it comes out wet, it needs more time. So the time in this oven, anyways, was about an hour. Huh? What do we think of that?
Looks good.
Looks good. Glad I used the deep dish pie plate. Needed it. Now, of course, this is the eggs, which is lifting. As it cools, it should sink a little bit. Hopefully not a ton. But we've got to let it cool completely, and then we will try this wonderful pumpkin pecan pie. There it is, Toots. Looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I love the just the scattering of pecans on the top, and because they were on top of the pie, they got nice and toasted in the oven as the pie baked. And so we are going to cut into this And see if I can get a slice out of here. The first one's always the trick. Okay. Let's show our friends this. So you have really this sort of pumpkin base with the pecans on the top. What do we think?
Good.
Good. So this would be good, of course, with whipped cream. Wow. Is that nice? Oh, Mare. You've got we've got the eggy pumpkin bottom here, and then the crunchy, nutty topping. Really good. Hans, you were right. This is a keeper. This is a good pie. And you saw, honey, it was a cinch to make. This is great. Oh my. This would be wonderful at any holiday dinner. If, you know, just to change it up from the traditional pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
And, oh, perfect combination after dinner. So, we want to thank our friend Hans, who shared this recipe with me. Thanks, Hans. I want to thank my sister for working the camera today.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
Toots. Let's thank our food friends for watching. Thank you. Let's tell them the old website.
Cavalcadeoffood.com.
There it is, cavalcadeoffood.com. Please subscribe. It really helps the channel. Share and comment. If you've got a favorite pumpkin pie recipe, or if you have a pie that's a tradition in your family at the holiday, would love to hear it. And we hope everyone's having a wonderful autumn, and the holidays are fast approaching. So we'll look forward to seeing everybody again real soon back here on Cavalcade of Food. Until then, bye for now.
Bye.